Do you know anything about New England?
I know a lot about how much.
No, let me tell you something. They didn't think they were going to the Super Bowl. And now they're back in the Super Bowl? Oh, no, man. They are going to show up. Oh, my God. They are dusting off. Remember they used to wear those, like, aluminum foil rings and stuff to fans?
Yeah.
Like, that used to crack me up. I've been like, you don't have a damn ring. But, man, that shit's funny, though. Like,
hey, they're in, bro. It's my team. It's our team.
Oh,
we're in.
Goodness. That's just not even a question.
Is it going to be a close game?
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
Who do you like?
Field goal. I'm going Seattle. The Patriots' defense is underrated. But I don't believe that they will be able to handle the passing attack of who Seattle is and Sam Darnold. This is not Denver. This is not Houston, boys. Like, those offenses they went against, yeah.
Welcome to Fully Loaded, episode 84. He is obviously Chris Carter. I am Sean Mike. How you doing, bro?
All good, man.
The NFL, man. It's like they said, the internet's undefeated. And when I watch the NFL and the entertainment, I'm like, the NFL's undefeated with the product they put in the field.
You can't make it up. Storylines are amazing.
Unbelievable.
Year after year after year after year.
No, let's start with the storyline of the Pats and the Broncos. Pats end up winning the game 10-7. It is a snow-driven blizzard. Drake Maye throws for 86 yards, runs for 65. Broncos had 181 yards of total offense. They sacked Maye 5 times, missed field goals. Stidham had a good ball early, couple plays. Talk to us about what you saw in the Patriots' victory against the Broncos in Mile High yesterday.
Playoff football, you have to be ready for the elements. Like, you have to have a team that's going to be mentally and physically tough. The most impressive thing was that the Patriots, with this win in Denver, they finished the season 9-0 on the road.
Yeah.
I mean, wow. Like in the NFL in this day and age, after losing the first game of the season to the Raiders.
Correct.
Which
is how they didn't get the number 1 seed.
You know, so
crazy.
You talking about turnaround in sports. If you want to be encouraged, your team has lost for a long time, and you want to get it turned around, you can do it in sports. College, Kurt Zanetti gets Indiana turned around 2 years, losing his team ever. Seattle, McDonald, 2 years gets them turned around. New England, they won 4 games the last 2 years. 4 games and 4 games. They won 8 games. They won more games on the road. They win the Super Bowl, they'll win as many playoff games as they won games last year. So the ability to be able to turn these franchises around, what Vrabel did under those conditions, like, I believe that Denver lost the game early. Because one thing you know in dealing with me, I'm a weather guy.
I know.
When I played football, I was into the weather, and the equipment people and the training staff, they know when the weather's going to turn, what's going to be the temperatures, everything. Everyone who had some sense knew in the second half the weather in Denver was going to be awful.
Right.
So when you have the opportunity, it's 7-0, and you have the opportunity to make it 10-0, with a backup quarterback, I don't know. It's not analytics. So I'm not even going to blame it on analytics. And Sean Payton has always been a coach to take a chance. Onside kick in the Super Bowl, historic, momentum creator, second half of the game. Takes guts to be able to do that. Mm-hmm. But these coaches cannot explain themselves by they don't like 3 points. Like, in that game, you got a backup quarterback. The weather's going to be rolling in. 10-0. New England's not doing anything. They can't piss a drop. Like, you know you got a backup. You know he's going to do something stupid during the course of the game.
Yep, he did.
Kick the field goal. Analytics, guess what analytics doesn't have? It's just like AI. They don't have emotion.
Correct.
So you don't know the effect on each player. And guess what analytics doesn't? It doesn't have a large sample size. In baseball, it's dominated by analytics. But guess what? Got a 162-game schedule that you can balance it out against. Oh, over the course of 4 or 5 months, this is what's going to happen. In one given game, these coaches have gotten this so wrong, and it's not like we're getting closer. And I'm not some old football guy just yelling at these coaches. It doesn't make sense for them to continue to turn down points. In the NFC Championship game later on, McVay, you're down by 4 points. Kick the field goal. You don't have to go for it.
Correct.
Then you get another field goal, a walk-off. Like, as good as these kickers are, I don't know. I'm not turning down 3 points. I'm not turning it down. Like, these guys, 4th and 4 is just like 4th and 4 inches. No. They're all very, very different. And the different times in the game and the momentum that it creates for the opposition is not calculated by analytics. Like, it makes me so upset to see this week after week. College, pro, these guys said, I'm going to be aggressive. No, that's play the game the right way. Put the points on the board. When you can get them, put points on the board.
And how much do you want to ask out of you? Had the best, I mean, arguably, statistically, the Broncos got the top defense, 1, 2, depending on what you're looking at. Houston, them, some of the categories Pat's had. How are you not taking points when you got a defense like that? Forget about the weather. Your defense is that good. Kick a field goal.
You can't forget the weather. But your defense,
I agree with you.
Even plays to the part with your defense, though.
But even if it was sunny and 75,
I got a great
that's your defense. And now I'm on defense going, hey, bro, take the points. How much do you want out of us? What do we have to do?
Yes.
Because like you said, you made a point a couple weeks ago. Guess who's got to come back on the field? After you go for it, and all the momentum yanks out when it's
This is the thing where it's not like tennis or golf, where you break it down, and then if you don't pull it off, you're the only one penalized.
Right.
Analytics does not tap into the emotion. What about that defensive back that's got to go out there? And he doesn't agree with the coach. So everyone doesn't agree with the decision.
100%.
So now how it hits every individual player, especially the ones that got to go back out there, it hits each one very different, and it affects the vibe of the team.
Well, even late in the game, and I was going to ask you this, man, I think it was Romo doing that game? Was he announcing that game? And I think the Pats, it was 3rd and whatever. And Drake made us like, do the ball. Like, there was no, Romo said they weren't trying to make, there was no play. They just don't turn the ball over.
Yes.
But just don't, even though there's 7 whatever minutes left, just don't. And I was like, damn, the Patriots in this weather, like, fuck, as long as we don't make a mistake, we can win this game. We're up 3. We going to win.
The Patriots and Vrabel realized Stenham, whatever his damn nickname is. I mean, you can't have no nickname when you ain't been playing.
And who throws the ball? And he's like the Mahomes, like he's throwing the ball with 2 hands. I was like, bro,
it's Tom Brady's fault. Tom Brady gave him that nickname, Stiddy, when he was backing him up. Hey, Stiddy, go get me a coffee, man. Stiddy, go get me a green juice.
It wasn't a compliment when he gave him that nickname.
No,
it's
people have been riding with
Who
it.
gives him that nickname?
I don't care what Sean Payton said at the press conference after the divisional game. Oh, yeah, we're going to be out here slinging it. Stop. Stop. They caught him slipping on a 3rd down and 10. Thought they were going to throw a chains play where they get beyond the chains. Caught the DB slipping. Caught that long ball on him.
He did.
Surprised him early. Yeah. And he does have a good arm.
Yeah.
But he's a backup. They're backups for a reason, man.
And it's like everything they're talking about. The Broncos will come back. Bro, they did all that. Bo Nix was their quarterback. They came back that many times.
Yes.
They're like, well, they're used to it. And it's like no other sport in the world. No quarterback or not your guy. And you just like, and listen, I want to see the Broncos win. I don't pull for the Patriots, and I want to see the Broncos win. And I'm like, and by the way, they still covered, so like I'm happy. But my point is like,
I did tell you they were going to cover.
You did.
I knew Stiddy would be not that shitty, but Stiddy not.
Yeah. Well, Vrabel has a chance. I didn't know this to become the first person to win a Super Bowl as a player and head coach for the same franchise. Like, I didn't know that.
Wow.
But I was thinking, who else would have done it, like, as a player and as a coach?
That's Bill Cowher.
Did Bill win it with the same?
No, I'm just saying that he fits that category. Because first you got to be an NFL player.
Correct. And make a Super Bowl.
Yes.
Yeah. And win a Super Bowl.
Yes. So, no, you're killing the every time you put something to it, you're killing the percentages of someone doing that. No.
Very few and very far between. All right, the Seahawks.
The one thing I could say about Vrabel, too, because when you look at his career, I think he's got double digits, 12 touchdowns. See if he has 12 touchdowns receiving, Vrabel. And when he was playing, they always maximized the roster. He played in Pittsburgh. He played in New England, maximizing the roster. They get a block kick.
I know.
Like they get a block kick like –
because that thing's going in, right?
Like he's building this team exactly like when he was a player, and it's great to see. I just wanted to be able to point that out that, it's exactly like he played offense and defense.
Mm-hmm.
How can we maximize the roster, man? He's got guys out there blocking kicks. So to me, New England, the story, 1 year turnaround. How do you feel today if you're the Tennessee Titans and 2 years ago you fired him?
You ain't feeling very good. No. Like, as a general manager, as an owner,
you fired him.
Mike Vrabel. Correct.
You fired him. And guess what? Pro Football Hall of Fame, you guys better get this thing right. Because Robert Kraft should have already been in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I mean, Jerry Jones is already in the Pro Football Hall of Fame, and Kraft has run laps around him.
Why is he not in?
I don't know. I don't know. And his significance on the game and impact as one of the patriarchs of the National Football League, like of the last 20 years, the TV deal, the labor piece. Mr. Kraft, I have a friend of mine that had interest in buying an NFL team, met with Roger Goodell, all the NFL people, and Roger gave him 4 names of owners that he would have to meet with to get cleared.
Had to. Not a choice.
Well, it's in your best interest.
Okay.
This is the advice I'm going to give you.
You ain't got no choice. Yep.
Jerry Jones was one of those. Robert Kraft was the second one.
Wow.
You need to meet with them. So to see him, he's going to his 11th Super Bowl now.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's the first thing Gronkowski said yesterday after it.
And one of his kids, Gerard Mayo, that's one of his guys. Hey, this is not right. I'm firing him.
Correct.
Now, I'm probably talking to Vrabel in the background, knowing that I can get him, but
you're still doing it.
What a decision, man.
After a year.
When I tell you about coaches and organizations make, Drake May's career just did a 180.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Won 4 games as a rookie. He's getting beat up.
Now he's in contention for the MVP.
And he's got Vrabel going to protect him. They got salary cap money. Like, they can build something there special.
Crazy.
Do you ever wake up sweaty, freezing, or just uncomfortable? The temperature in your bedroom can make or break your sleep. That's why I switched to Miracle Made Sheets. Yes, Chris Carter. That's why I switched to Miracle Made Sheets. They're inspired by NASA technology. Yes, that's outer space, NASA, NASA technology. And they use silver-infused temperature-regulating fiber to help you sleep perfect all night long.
Upgrade your sleep or give the gift of better rest. Go to miracle.com/loaded to try Miracle Made Sheets today. You'll save over 40%, and when you use promo code LOADED, you'll get an extra 20% off, plus a free 3-piece towel set. They make an amazing gift with a 30-day money-back guarantee. There's zero risk, no risk. That's trymiracle.com/loaded, code LOADED at checkout. Thanks to Miracle Made for sponsoring this episode of Fully Loaded. All right, this was not a rock fight. It was a lot of points. Seahawks hold on to beat the Rams. So you got your guy Sam Darnold had one hell of a day.
Mm-hmm.
Matthew Stafford had a good day as well, 374 yards, 3 touchdowns. JSN is, we talked about this before we even started the show. I remember, you won't remember this because the movie you would never watch. There's a movie called Vision Quest. Okay, this kid's a wrestler. It's like in the 80s or something. And anyway, he's wrestling this dude, and he goes down a weight class, and he works at a restaurant part time because he ain't got no money. And the guy working there is like been there forever, and he's like, "Why are you taking the night off to see me wrestle?" And he's like, "Dude, I was sitting at home one day watching Pele." And he said he did it. He got up and he spit in the air and he helicopter kicked. And he said, and a guy that is the same species as me did shit that I can't believe a human being could do. Mm-hmm. And I'm sitting on my couch drinking Diet Mountain Dew, eating food, thinking, dude, watching JSN run routes and things he does, to me, as a layperson, like, I'm like, dude, I wouldn't want to cover that dude. So what do you think? I mean, again, obviously there's a lot to talk about. Like, talk to us about the Seahawks and the Rams and what we saw yesterday, because it was one hell of a game.
JSN is special, but it's also the coming together. First 2 years in the league, I'm not going to say struggled, but it's an adjustment. Even coming from Ohio State, it's an adjustment. Injuries, and they also had a guy named DK Metcalf that they had to get off of to be able to make JSN the star or the featured guy. They also, Snyder, before the trade, I thought, man, we need some more speed. They traded for the kid from the Saints.
Yeah.
I mean, 22,
and
Blazer.
Run.
I mean, and the combination, and guess what?
Fast,
Their third receiver is Cooper Kupp. And they got a really good tight end. So where Sam Darnold was, they signed him that 3-year, $100 million deal, coming off winning 14 games in Minnesota, and people were talking stuff about Sam Darnold. What he was going to with the young Kubiak as the offensive coordinator, people didn't know, oh, they're getting ready to get off of DK Metcalf because of JSN. People didn't realize that. Pittsburgh was like, oh, yeah, we got Metcalf. You didn't get their best guy. They were pushing him out the door.
To go. Yeah, we got our best guy.
And all that coming together, but ultimately you can't do that without Sam Darnold. Now, I love the fact that even with one of their running backs hurt, they came out and we are going to run the ball and play action. Sam Darnold's dangerous on the move. Like, he is underrated as a passer, outside the pocket. So great game planning. And the reason why I liked it so much was they did not protect him. Not protect him from a pass protection, but from how they called the game. They were hell of aggressive, and you can only be hell of aggressive when you got confidence in that guy. You can't fake that. Critical situations late in the game, like, oh, they can run the ball and run out the clock. Oh, they were throwing the ball. Play action. Like that crossing route to JSN, I mean, that was a backbreaker, but seeing people develop, that I get into that. And seeing people that faced adversity. Like Sam Darnold today is 28 years old. He's played 8 years in the league. He's been on 5 different teams.
Yeah.
He still has a chance to have a great career. Who would have ever bet on Sam Darnold to potentially win a Super Bowl before Josh Allen, before Lamar?
Yeah.
Like they got 3 MVPs between the two of them. Like you would think. I think there's another quarterback in that draft. Check out who else is in that draft. 2018 draft, the quarterbacks.
Dude, I just thought he was like this old journeyman, like been around for 100 years and couldn't, he had this 1 year. And even when he started the game, he's had some good times, but he's turned the ball over this much, he's done this, here's his QBR in the playoffs. Are people going to get off his back now for playoffs? He's got to win the Super Bowl. If he doesn't win the Super Bowl, what's
this is
the
how
narrative?
ignorant people are.
Okay.
They'll keep moving the goal line because there's no other quarterback that could have had the last 2 years success that he's had, and they wouldn't have converted. This is the way people like it. People don't like to say that they were wrong. Now, I'll say that I was wrong about Sam Darnold. I thought he was going to be a superstar from the beginning, but I didn't calculate a kid, and I think he was Huntington Beach or something like that. He's got a beach on his hometown. And I say, watch out for kids that got a beach on their hometown, the quarterbacks, because not a whole bunch of adversity.
Yeah.
I live by the beach. I live
on the beach.
Yeah, not a lot of tough kids growing up in the hood
You're
here.
fine here. Yeah.
So, but 20 years old, going to the Jets, like they almost ruined that man's career in life. And now there's life after that because it's about systems, it's about supporting people and their development. Sam Darnold is in the exact spot he needs to be in, and people need to apologize and say, hey, I was wrong. It happens. People were wrong about Baker Mayfield. Hey, I was wrong. It happens. But Sam Darnold has proven people to be wrong. And a bunch of people in Minnesota, Vikings fans, like, we were wrong.
Correct.
We chose the wrong guy.
No doubt. Yeah, you were 100% wrong.
We chose the wrong guy.
But I mean, and listen, he threw for 346 yards. They were 7 of 13 on third down conversions. Like you said, they were ultra aggressive. What do you think when you look at the Rams and the Broncos, the two that are not moving on? Who do you think has a better upside next year? Is it the Rams or the Broncos as far as where their team currently
Both of them are right where they need to be.
Yeah.
The Broncos are in better position because they have the quarterback on his rookie deal.
Yeah.
And them 68 sacks they got, you can duplicate that. Like, they've been good defensively for a minute. Sean Payton the way he's developing things. I could see them adding another wide receiver or another weapon, maybe even a tight end. I could see that being their next move. And also from a running game standpoint, like Sean Payton's always had multiple running backs. So I look for them to tinker with that a little bit. That defense is as good as you want. Surtain is one of the best players that we have. Great to be able to see his career evolve. Started here in South Florida. And, man, now he's a dominant player. It's great to be able to watch him play. He doesn't grab. It's always makes plays on the football. So they are in great shape. Yeah. They're in great shape. The Rams, you have to be careful because sometimes I would say the Rams, it's like when you look into your side mirror, it tells a little fine print down there. Said, hey,
objects may be closer.
The objects appear closer than what they really are. Come on, Doc.
Yeah.
Hey.
I know.
Now, everyone was saying all year, hey, the Rams are the best team in the league. But are they?
Yeah.
Because, number one, your defense can't give up that many points in a championship game for you to be a championship. Correct. Matthew Stafford, can we duplicate what he was doing and with that contract he has? Do they decide? And then also I think that Sean McVay and the general manager, their contracts are up for discussion. So they got a lot of things going on that Denver doesn't have. Mm-hmm. Also, Denver is coming out of salary cap hell with Russell Wilson. Yeah. Remember, they ate that bullet. So a lot of that stuff is coming off the books.
Yeah.
So you're talking about perspective. Even though we might be in the same stoplight, we ain't at the same spot in life. Because the perspective, the contract, what do they do with the quarterback? Do they move on? Do they try to trade him? Does he retire? He's going to be MVP this year. Does he retire? Does he want to play run it back?
And he is 38?
I think so.
He ain't young.
No.
Young.
No, he's been playing, I think, 17 years.
Yeah.
37.
Yes.
37. I mean, that's...
And guess what? Puka might be the first $50 million receiver in 2 years.
Really?
Well, Chase is getting 40-something now. What do you mean? Yeah, that shocked you, right?
It's just a lot. It's just it shocks me knowing how it's been over the last decade. Receivers, top pay, yes.
Well, you just talked about JSN.
Yeah.
What do you think his agent's going to talk about?
Hey,
$45 million? It's his third year. He got one more year, and then him and Puka?
Yeah.
50.
But it's to your point, right? System, support.
Yes.
Think about,
development.
Harrison Jr., he's in the league with Arizona.
Yes.
And you're like, Arizona.
Man, it makes a huge difference.
And had he gone somewhere else, drafted somewhere else, been somewhere else.
Or whoever they get to coach there, and then they decide to change the quarterback, like they brought in Sam Darnold, added another dude, Shaheed from the Saints, from the Saints, and guess what? Seattle, their third guy is Cooper Kupp. Hey, man, you got a team. If Cooper Kupp's
your third option.
You got a football team.
Well, let's talk about that. Seattle and the Patriots in the Super Bowl. Seattle is giving 3.5 early. What do you think about that matchup in the Super Bowl in San Francisco in a couple weeks?
I think it's a great matchup. It's a matchup of a great matchup we saw before. The Marshawn Lynch, Pete Carroll, throw it, Butler interception game. It's going to be a great game. And I like the fact that two organizations that are thirsty to get back. So the fans, it's not like, oh, man, Kansas City, we've been here 3 or 4 times. Oh, we're not going to travel. This game will be in demand.
Is it going to be a massive home field advantage, Seattle being that close to San Francisco and the 12-man being so crazy, or Patriots fans travel?
Do you know anything about New England?
I know a lot about how much.
No, let me tell you something. They didn't think they were going to the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're back in the Super Bowl?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, man. They are going to show up. Oh, my God. They are dusting off. You remember they used to wear those, aluminum foil rings and stuff to fans?
Yes.
That used to crack me up. I've been like, you don't have a damn ring. But, man, that shit's funny, though.
Hey, they're in, bro. It's my team. It's our team.
Oh,
we're in.
So they will be there.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Yes, absolutely. That's just not even a question.
Is it going to be a close game?
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
Who do you like?
Field goal. I'm going Seattle.
Like Seattle.
Yep.
Why?
And I'm going to say this. I believe in Sam Darnold.
Okay.
And even last year, when I thought this year was going to be last year on that Minnesota team.
You thought this year. Okay.
They lose to Detroit.
Got it.
And they lose to the Rams. Lopsided. They couldn't protect them.
Mm-hmm.
But also, they couldn't run the ball. Last night, guess what? They protected them. And guess what? They could run the ball last night. Mm-hmm. Big difference in him finishing out this season. Guess what, too? Home field advantage. He was able to play at home. So for me, I know how your talent is a prisoner to where you get located, man, in this league. And you get the wrong address, you get the wrong coach, you get the wrong people speaking in your ear. I was just hearing about the Mississippi State quarterback, Lamond, who was drafted by the Vikings under Zimmer. His first year, Zimmer didn't talk to him the whole year. He's a second-round pick.
He didn't speak to him.
Yeah, because the general manager and the owner wanted to draft him, and he drafted him over the head coach. Didn't speak to him. So, man, there's all kinds of crazy stuff that goes on that will alter your career. And this game is hard enough to play. Amen. Like, I might not be good enough anyway, and then I got all these other things to be able to overcome. You know, so for me, it's been a great year for the Patriots. It's going to be, I mean, the Patriots defense is underrated. But I don't believe that they will be able to handle the passing attack of who Seattle is and Sam Darnold. This is not Denver. This is not Houston, boys. Like, those offenses they went against, yeah.
Can they finally stop moving the goalposts on Darnold if he wins the Super Bowl? Can we finally give the guy his...
Well, I think that it's going to be one of those kind of things that, man, how good is Seattle? Mike McDonald. You know, Snyder, the general manager.
The defense.
This is what people do. Yeah. Defense, oh, man, it's underrated. Like, you cannot do this without a quarterback. No. Look at the team.
Obviously. Look at the Broncos. Lose my starting quarterback. Whether or not. Lose my starting quarterback.
No chance. No chance. Absolutely. This is going to be a great game.
All right, I'm looking forward to it. All right, couple coaching hire. Well, Mike McCarthy is now the Steelers head coach, replaced Mike Tomlin. What do you think about that?
To me, this reminds me of the old Ford family and them realizing that, guess what? You know, technology, I can't make a Model T anymore. They got electric cars out here. They got all kinds of new stuff. Why would I try to go back and duplicate what? I can't do that again. Chuck Noll, defensive assistant, young, up-and-comer, huh? Bill Cowher, young, up-and-comer, huh? Mike Tomlin. No. Let's go with who's best for the job.
Fellas, you already know what time it is. It's time to level up. And Blue Chew just dropped something crazy. I'm talking next level, championship belt, gold-plated energy. Blue Chew Gold is the newest innovation for the #1 chewable ED brand. This ain't your grandpa's little blue pill. This is the 4-in-1 beast that's setting the gold standard for performance. We're talking 2 ingredients for blood flow to keep that rocket pumping, mixed with apple morphine and oxytocin to turn up the arousal and connection in your brain and body. Blue Chew Gold dissolves under your tongue and works in as little as 15 minutes. That means you can get it on quicker and stay in the game longer. Elevation without hesitation. This is a peak passion and peak performance in a single tablet.
Come on, man. Make your life easier by getting harder and discover your options at Blue Chew. Yes, I just said it. Make your life easier by getting harder. Discover your options at BlueChew.com. And we've got a special deal for our listeners. Get 10% off your first month of Blue Chew Gold with code LOADED. That's promo code LOADED. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. We thank Blue Chew for sponsoring our podcast. Mm-hmm. If I can't get John Harbaugh, I think that McCarthy is the second for this job in Pittsburgh, being a Pittsburgh guy, and his effect on the offense everywhere he's been. I mean, going all the way back to coaching guys like Joe Montana. Like, this dude has coached some quarterbacks, and he's had a positive effect on them. Dak Prescott in Dallas, Mike McCarthy. Like, he did that. He developed that. So I think that where they are as an organization, I like his overall maturity. And, they're going to have a good defense. Like, he didn't always have that in Dallas. He had to outscore people. But now putting a good defense with his offensive mind, and it might have extended the runway for Aaron Rodgers. It might be
coming back.
This would be one of the only things that could happen. Because when you look at Aaron's numbers, they're not bad.
Do you think McCarthy wants him back?
I think McCarthy would like to have the option of, yes, having him and moving on. I don't think that he got to take him. And McCarthy's a dude. Like, if he don't think he can do it, he ain't going to take him.
Okay.
So I trust that, knowing Mike McCarthy, knowing what I've heard about him and guys and stuff that have played for him. Like, no, he's not railroaded into, I got to take Aaron Rodgers in this deal. No, I'm sure he clarified that.
Yeah. No,
I'm going to decide who the quarterback is because that's what I do.
Who would it be if it's not? Who do you think ends up there if it's not an Aaron Rodgers? If Aaron decides I'm not playing, or even another option to make sure they have somebody else to go to.
Malik Willis, the backup for Green Bay.
Okay.
I would try to trade for him.
Okay.
Like, yes. I would make something happen. Like Pittsburgh trying to do a new thing. Hey, let's do something different than the way we've tried to acquire these quarterbacks after Ben. No, we can't do that anymore. So Mike McCarthy's going to have an answer to those questions.
Okay. How about Robert Saleh, Titans, the old Jets guy? What do you think?
Did you see what he did with this year's defense of San Francisco?
Yeah.
Look, this is the Jets syndrome, man. Like, let's go back to Sam Darnold.
Okay. Jets.
This guy was a hell of a defensive coordinator before he went to the Jets.
Okay.
They don't want
the Jets are the ones that got a problem.
They make you think, who are you? What did you just do before you came here? They zap your mind when you come in. Whatever skill you have coming in there, you get zapped them. Men in Black. Zap.
This is a Jets problem. Yeah,
then
the Jets convinced the world that he couldn't.
And then as soon as you leave, all your skills and intellect and everything's restored.
Comes back.
Comes right back to you.
So stay away from the Jets.
Man.
Stay away from the Jets. So you excited about that? Titans, good hire for them.
Cam Ward, dog. I know how much you like Cam Ward.
I do like Cam Ward.
Saleh is a dude. Yeah. So now they can play good, solid defense. This is the correction of the Mike Vrabel.
Okay. All right.
We're going to bring back in a guy just like him.
Mm-hmm. Closest we can get.
Yes.
Okay.
But we got a quarterback now.
Okay.
Now you got to spend some money. Yeah. Like their player acquisition, they got to go way, way up. They got to try to get the most prominent free agent wide receiver to try to come there.
Okay.
That would make it. Saleh's going to have a defense. He's going to have a defense. Good hire.
All right.
Good for them.
How about the Dolphins with Jeff Hafley?
I'm going to tell you, man, I don't know. And I know I'm in the business of I'm supposed to know.
Afraid you were going to say
but
that.
This is the thing that they did something familiar. So they end up hiring the assistant general manager for Green Bay. He ends up hiring someone he's comfortable working with. Mm-hmm. Now, the only thing that we do know is now when he was the head coach at Boston College. Now, I don't know what kind of litmus test Boston College is for a pro coach, but he had a losing record.
Sounds about right for the Dolphins then.
To me, the question is not the coach of the Dolphins because I believe McDonald was a good coach. Now, who's going to be the quarterback? Like, how is he going to get a quarterback? Now, I do love the fact in the press conference, he said, man, we're going to draft a quarterback every year. That's the Green Bay theory. We're going to draft a quarterback every single year. As a fan, that would be good to know. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm going to keep drafting until I come up with Marino. Mm-hmm. Like, that's a very different plan moving forward. I'm going to be very aggressive because that is the most important position in all the sports. So, collectively, I'm going to throw some capital at it. But the guy we got, he ain't him. He said that he can participate in a competition. I like the way we start that.
Mm-hmm. We're talking about salary cap hell in the Broncos from Russell Wilson. The Dolphins with Tua. You talk about the job you want to take and the money that's committed to him. And if he can't play the position, and who the hell are they going to bring into play?
You also have to do that with patience. The general managers knew.
Yeah.
The head coaches knew. If we agree we're going down this road, we said, listen, man, we're going to have to eat shit for a while.
Hey, the good news is they've sucked for so long, bro. Like, you can be all right. Like, we ain't won in forever.
But we're going to do this together. Mm-hmm. Like, let's be on the same page about it. This is a situation the Dolphins never got corrected from the Brian Flores. They were trying to tank games for Tua a guy they didn't even want. And then now they're trying to tell a young coach, hey, I need you to lose these games. I'm going to offer you cash bribes for them. All that went on in Miami, bruh. All that went on in Miami. They end up drafting Tua. He said Tua's not the guy. Tua had a couple good seasons. They got into the playoffs. Tua is not good below freezing. Okay? And small things shrink.
Told everybody the truth about Tua.
As a leader, we've heard the press conferences. Forget Flores. We've heard the press conferences. Yeah. We've heard Tyreek Hill talk about him. All right? So all those things, man.
We heard him call players only meeting nobody showed up.
Now, who are you?
I mean, that's you. My man said, you ain't a leader. You're a guy going for a walk by yourself. Man, you turn around.
If you're in the NFL locker room and you call a team meeting and you are the quarterback and dudes don't show up and you are not getting in fisticuffs in the locker room, man, you ain't got no leadership. You ain't got no voice.
Right.
Like, Tua showed up at the meeting 5'11". Dudes didn't show up. Now he 5'5". I would be smart enough, self-aware enough to know if not enough dudes is coming, hey, man, we don't need to have no meeting. I'll get with y'all back at another time.
Right.
But this ain't going the way I expected. Be self-aware. Hey, the room ain't full.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's some dudes in here that I need to talk to.
Have some feel that ain't nobody coming.
Man.
All right, let's switch gears to a game that happened after we had our show last week.
Please.
Indiana wins the national championship.
Yes.
27-21. I don't want you to talk about the game, Carson Beck, Mendoza, but I got to tell you something. You'll like this, I think. So I'm at the game. And, dude, what I've realized about Indiana fans and everybody in the game is that you have people that went to Indiana, because Indiana seems like a very hard school to get in. Like, that seems to be like, you got to be smart. So you saw that like, hey, dude, I went here.
Yeah.
And I got my sweater, and I'm excited.
Yeah.
Because my alma mater is a national championship. Then you got dudes that just happen to live around there.
Yeah.
And they're like, bro, I didn't go to that school.
Right.
Fuck, I didn't go anywhere. Like, I went to a college you never heard of. Anybody got into it. Rolling admission. It's not impressive.
Right.
And they're like, and I said to a dude about the third, I was like, bro, like, I get it. You the falling on yourself and the screaming at the security people.
Oh, yeah.
But, bro, you've got to, and I said, bro, you got to act like you've been there. And he looked at me, and he was super nice. He didn't mean no harm. He could have fallen and hurt himself. He said, but we ain't never been there. We don't know how to act. We're the losingest program in all college football history. I was like, I got nothing to say.
You got a point.
I got a point. So he shut me up real quick. Talk to us about what we saw at the national championship game in Signetti and Mendoza and Indiana.
It was magical. And they've been putting it together for 18 to 24 months. And it's no different than a business model.
Okay.
He analyzed the marketplace. And he's also been utilizing older players for years. Because you can do that at JMU, James 100%. Madison. Like, you can do that. And he's been at some other places like Alabama and everything. And so he's seen what they look like the creatures.
He knows what the groceries look like. Yeah.
Guys, listen up. I've got something for you today. And we recently came across, honestly, it's a true game changer. It's a new year. Most of us are thinking about how we're going to feel better, look better, perform better, or how I get that edge back. So listen up, because we've got something special for you. If you've been tired, unfocused, or like something's been off, Juvenon just released something that actually makes sense biologically. It's called Maximum Male System, a dual-action bundle of Alpha Gold Male and Blood Flow 7, two of their top-selling premium formulas that will combine, and they're designed to help your body do what it already knows to do, just better. Here's how it works. Alpha Gold Male supports your body's own system for energy, strength, stamina, and drive, what Juvenon calls bioactivation. As men age, testosterone signaling and cellular energy and recovery slow down. This formula is built to support those pathways so you get stronger workouts, steadier energy, sharper motivation, and deeper sleep, where real recovery happens.
After listening to what Chris just said, what guy would not want to participate in that? What guy would not want to benefit from that? Trust and believe. I think many people do. So here's how you benefit from it. You head on over to bloodflow7.com/loaded and get up to 30% off your order today. This is a real game changer, so take advantage of the discount while you can. Once again, that's bloodflow7.com/loaded. seahawks.com/loaded and get up to 30% off your order today.
Now, he's a smart guy. He's the son of a football coach. His dad coached Nick Saban. So the X's and O's will always be important. All right? We have been dominating college football because they have players stacked on top of players. So the attrition, and I got a 5-star back there who's only a freshman. Next year you're going to have to deal with him as a sophomore. He's going to sit here and wait. No, that's gone.
Yeah.
With the new system, he said, my business model, I got to be bold in coming into the marketplace. That's why, we hate Purdue, but fuck Michigan, fuck Ohio State, they suck too. Like he had to push his product. You know, I'm not a snake oil salesman, but I need to get out here because I've been in all these smaller schools and I've seen the bigger ones, what I'm going to have to do. So guess what? I'm coming to the marketplace with older people because the system that I coach is better implemented to older, more mature guys. And guess what? I'm not looking for stars. I'm looking for productivity. So if you've been productive, high school, D2, D3, JUCO, I'll take the productivity over anything else. And I'm going to run a firm, grown man's business. If you're a kid, better not apply. Now, Mendoza visited several schools last year when he was leaving Cal. Miami, Georgia. So he was a dude. Like, he was one of the top 5 guys. So Zanetti got him. Now, their overall philosophy, this team was significantly better than last year's team. Last year's team didn't play anybody but Ohio State, and Ohio State thumped them. So this year's team, with the magic of that quarterback, because there were a dozen times in the playoffs and the Big Ten championship against Ohio State, the guys were covered, and he threw them open. Yeah. Like, he was the dip. Now, the system does work, but Mendoza is the magic. 4th down, Miami knew they were running quarterback draw.
Yeah,
And he didn't stop with just trying to get the first down. Like, I'm trying to put y'all out y'all misery. Like, because he is a cold-blooded killer. Like, the Raiders are getting a guy that is going to change that franchise. So, for me, yes, Zanetti, his business model, that's what he's going to market with. And guess what? When you see someone that starts taking away your business, Georgia, Ohio State, Oregon, Notre Dame, Texas A&M, Texas. Every one of those teams went in the portal, lost 4- and 5-star younger players, freshmen and sophomores, to get older. Like, I think Ohio State's average age player in the portal was like 23.1.
Damn. I didn't realize it was that old.
Yeah, like, everybody's getting old. So the Kurt Zanetti, he done sold you the first batch. Now,
everybody.
Yes. If you look at Urban Meyer talked about before the national championship, him and Ryan Day, and they talked about he was going into the portal and he knew people were going to criticize because he has all these young players, 4- and 5-star stockpile, and he's going to lose a bunch of them because he let them know, I'm going in the portal to get older. I don't have time to wait on you.
Right.
Now, you can have a few of them, but you can't have a whole team full of them. So that's what college football, you got to give Indiana, Zanetti, and them credit. And you also have to give them credit for kind of killing the distractions. Because when he got hot, they removed that. You got a lifetime contract, bruh. Money ain't going to be no object.
Nobody's coming after you.
And the one thing people in the South don't realize about the Big Ten is how much money they have in endowments and how long they've been doing it at the higher education level. And then now with a even playing field, you can't outspend them.
Correct.
Like Texas A&M, yeah, they're going to do something. Texas is going to do something. Georgia and Alabama, they will not be able to spend the same amount of money. Ohio State, Michigan, Oregon, and Indiana.
Big money.
Yes. No, 100 years.
I know.
I looked up a stat because and this is an Ohio State thing. It's not Since Ohio State played Miami in that national championship game in 2002, 24 seasons, Ohio State has won 10 games 20 times.
Damn. Yeah.
So all those years of making money. Now, we have people from all around Ohio, the Midwest. They didn't go to Ohio State. But Indiana's just now getting that started. I didn't go there, but I'm close by.
I'm in.
My sister would, give me the
I'm
detail.
in.
Yeah.
And I am in.
But it's great for college football.
But like you said, to have that many, as I said to one of the guys, I was like, damn, to lose that many games, but you've been around for a long time. Been around a long time. And then you look at the university, everybody's like, how many people will be there? Like, you see the enrollment, and you see the amount of people that attend a school like that, and how many people attend Miami, and how many fans, and just
yes,
it's obnoxious. Hey, how old were you when you played in the NFL? First year?
21.
Can you imagine?
So I was 37.
Could you imagine being 23 or 24 and playing at Ohio State? Forget about all the training at like just your body, could you imagine playing at 23, 24, college football?
No.
And what would have happened?
Lord bless the babies.
It's just different. Dude, like,
I mean, all of us left school early.
Yeah.
Okay, think about that.
I know.
All of us left school early.
If you had been
Can I give you a little Chris Carter? I think my freshman year, I think I caught 41 catches.
Okay.
As a true freshman, 18 years old.
Yeah.
I think 7 touchdowns. My next year, I think I caught 50-something. Drew, look it up. I think 55.
Yeah.
I think for like 900 yards. I think 9 touchdowns. So I got 2 years of college. I'm 19.
Yeah.
I got 16 touchdowns.
Correct.
In the Big Ten. At this point, I had been in 2 bowl games. I was the MVP of both those. The Rose Bowl broke the record. Don Hutchinson record, 179 yards, 9 catches, broke that. The next year, I was in the Citrus Bowl. The Rose Bowl, I'm the only player in the history of the Rose Bowl to be on the losing team get the MVP as a freshman.
Okay.
Next year, Citrus Bowl, I was MVP of that game against BYU. Got them boys drunk. The brothers, the defensive backs, got them drunk before the game. Some drum and cokes. They, the BYU boys are straight, except them brothers. Then my last, I was at MVP of the Cotton Bowl. We beat Texas A&M. So I think I caught 63 passes, over 1,000 yards, 11 touchdowns, I think. 7, 9, 11 touchdowns.
But to look at these kids, I was watching a basketball, and I don't hear the announcers say it much. Donnie Marsh, who played for UConn. UConn was playing Villanova. And Donnie said, they're at halftime, and they talk about one of the Villanova players. Donnie Marshall goes, isn't that kid 30? Like, I'm sorry. Like, isn't that kid 30?
I think Miami's got their linebacker coming back for his 8th season, number 1. He's coming back for his 8th season.
They had a picture of Carson Beck with Malachi, and they're like, dude, his first year in college, he was like a little kid.
Jitterbug.
Like, yeah. But I mean, even the kid in Villanova, it's funny because the kid, they go, no, he's 24. And it's like, dude, he's still 24. Like, 24 is not young. He's a college athlete. Imagine being 24, 25, 20.
Physically, scientifically proven, a man goes through significant development, 2 stages between the age of 21 and 30.
Yeah.
And if you give that other window to that 23 to 25-year-old kid, you start, like, these guys are not that good at football, but they have mastered college football.
Correct.
Like, so I told it's a huge advantage. When Indiana has 45 players that average 24.1 years, and the Green Bay Packers average 25.5 years, just don't tell me, man. Stop playing, man. Stop playing, right?
Yes.
The Packers.
That's crazy. The National Football League.
That model works. And when we talk about college football, that's what was brought to college football. Get older and get older in a hurry, because these kids will get you hammered.
Yeah. And you said about the Packers all the time how young they are for the NFL. Watch out. You don't know what they're going to get because they're young in the National Football League. All right, so here's where we got this from, Drew. Top 10 prospects. This is the draft coming up, right? So you got ESPN. Okay. Mendoza is going to go first, right? Even though he's ranked second to Arvell Reese, linebacker, Ohio State.
They're ranked by prospects,
that's what
not
I'm saying.
by need.
No, I got that prospect. But I'm saying overall prospects. And we know the Raiders, I'm assuming they're going to take quarterback.
Yes.
But Reese, as a prospect, is still ranked number 1 because he's that.
Yes, what people haven't seen is he played middle linebacker. People are projecting him
to play
to play.
Jeremiah Love, Spencer Fano, offensive tackle, Utah.
Yes.
Texas Tech edge rusher David Bailey. Yes.
That game in Miami against, oh my gosh. Against Oregon.
Yeah, he is a fucking problem. Caleb Downs, Ohio State safety. Miami got 2 back-to-back. They got a D tackle.
And an offensive tackle.
Yeah, and then Bain, edge rusher.
Yep.
Then Ohio State got Harnell Tate. Shit. Then Sonny Styles, another linebacker.
Monster.
Monster.
6'4", 235.
Out of all them guys that I just read, who is the one that you're like, dude, I think is going to – obviously they're all projected great careers.
Let me see the list.
Let me give it to you right now. Got the top 15 per ESPN.
Well, the thing about it is, like, they got some really special players.
Yeah.
Like, even if I go all the way down to the tight end of Oregon, he's ranked number 12, Kenyon Shadick. Unbelievable body. Like, these guys got some, like, Carnell Tate at number 11. I've seen him as high as number 5, the receiver from Ohio State. And this is also playing in the shadow of Jeremiah.
Mm-hmm.
Sonny Styles, another Ohio State guy, was a safety, freak athlete. Dad was a pro. Freaky out. He's almost 6'5", like 240, can run. I mean, he's gonna be even a better pro player because there's not a lot of guys in pro football like him.
Mm-hmm.
Like Fred Warner, he's like Luke Kuechly, like that type of style. Like Reuben Baines, we saw him Miami, the edge rusher, the right tackle, Miami franchise player. Caleb Downs is one of the best secondary players I've seen playing college football in the last 10 or 15 years. I mean, he moves, his diagnosis off the field, the way he takes care of his body. He's a pro's pro. Like, he elevated Ohio State's program when he came in there. Like, so Jeremiah Love, if he goes to Kansas City, he goes to Kansas City, and I do believe Arvell Reese, if he goes to a place like Tennessee or the Jets where they can isolate him and just make him a rusher, he gets all those reps rushing compared to dropping the way he was in college. But Mendoza he's the cat's meow.
Okay.
Because when you can get that type of guy, and this is a weak quarterback draft, a franchise like Vegas, like with that guy, clean cut, dude doesn't have a girlfriend, hadn't had a girlfriend.
Football.
Man, I'm about ball, man.
Football.
I'm about ball. And to have him partner with Tom Brady, like, Tom Brady is on a mission to not be like Michael Jordan as an owner. Okay?
I can see that.
So this right here, Mendoza, is going to set him on the right track.
Watch this.
Yes.
Okay. All right, couple thoughts before we get to comments. Finalists for AP.
This is not the Kwame Brown. Remember that? Kwame Brown. Oh, man.
That was bad. That was bad. MJ's but that was bad. Yeah. All right, this is from the NFL, at NFL. Finalists for AP Most Valuable Player. You got Josh Allen, Trevor Lawrence, Drake May, Christian McCaffrey, Matthew Stafford. You still believe it's Matthew Stafford?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Him or Drake May.
Okay. Offensive Player of the Year, Maye, McCaffrey, Puka, Bijan Robinson, JSN.
Now, this might be where, because they did this with Justin Jefferson a couple years ago, where this is more of a running back, wide receiver. If you want to sneak in, the MVP is a quarterback.
Yeah, correct.
But that offensive player, if you have record-breaking seasons, so I'd say McCaffrey or Puka. McCaffrey, bro, what he did with that team, with the injuries, catching it, running it, like, I would give him the edge over Puka.
All right. Defensive Player of the Year, Will Anderson Jr., Nick Bonito, Myles Garrett, Aiden Hutchinson, Micah Parsons.
Myles Garrett should be the MVP
of the league.
Like, when you look at their dysfunction, this guy's still playing like this. Like, no, that award's not – he needs a bigger award than that.
Yeah, than just the Defensive Player of the Year.
Yes.
Crazy.
LT, MVP.
Yeah.
That's what kind of year he had.
That'd be great to see.
It'd be nice if he played. Imagine him in the playoffs.
Oh, I know.
You got 3 guys blocking him.
Mm-hmm.
How it tilts the field. Like, he's one of our greatest players of this era, man. Like, come on, Cleveland, let's get it together.
Good luck. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Abdul Carter, Nick Amenwari, James Pierce Jr., Carson Schwessinger, and Xavier Watts.
Let me see the list. All right.
Oh, look at this one. I would never guess this one.
Now, all very good choices. Now, I think the Seattle player, with them being in the Super Bowl, the Schwessinger kid, Carson from Cleveland. Cleveland had a great draft. He had an unbelievable year. But I think the strong safety, Nick, he has the name. I don't want to butcher it.
Yeah,
but
I did.
I think because of him and their overall success, Abdul Carter had a great year. Watts had a great year with the Falcons, the safety and everything. But James Pierce had a good year with the Falcons, getting that defense turned around. But Seattle and what they're doing defensively, collectively, you got to probably go with him with the team success.
Comeback Player of the Year, Stephon Diggs, Aiden Hutchinson, Trevor Lawrence, Christian McCaffrey, or Dak Prescott.
Damn. I got to go with Trevor Lawrence. Either him or Dak Prescott. We haven't talked about Dallas in a month or so. That's great. It's great for sports media. But Dak had a great year.
Yeah, he did.
Like, he really did. Like, he was one of the exciting things that really happened in Dallas. But Trevor Lawrence getting that thing turned around with a new quarterback, his overall psyche. This is a Baker Mayfield. Like, you can keep developing later in your career, like Sam Darnold. So let's go with Trevor Lawrence.
I will tell you that I know Stephon Diggs not going to win the award, but I'm much happier seeing him and his girl than I am seeing Travis Kelce and his girl all for 2 weeks. I'd just rather hear about that, see them talk, and see them do that than
Well, the
Taylor
thing about
Swift.
Stephon Diggs and Cardi B is that probably not the only story, because I hear he has a whole handful of kids might be birthed in 2026.
Yo, her response is, gang, she just said, okay, I guess we had the same baby daddy. Like, she don't give up. She knew you can't mess with that. When she's like, okay, guess we had the same baby daddy. Like,
You
okay.
love that.
Yo, man, like, yo, be you. Just be you. Good for you, Cardi B. Just be you. All right, Coach of the Year, Liam Cohen, Jaguars, Ben Johnson, Bears, McDonald, Seahawks, Shanahan with the Niners, and obviously Vrabel with the Pats.
Because Vrabel, it's his first year, you could see some things happening last year in Seattle and then them getting the quarterback and everything. But Vrabel, just by 1 year. And they fired a guy who's one of their guys, Gerard Mayo, after a year. You know, Kraft getting to his 11th Super Bowl. Vrabel, man. Vrabel.
But look at the names in that list, though. What
Yeah.
Cohen did in Jacksonville. What
New.
Ben Johnson did in the Bears.
New.
Yeah.
New.
Mike McDonald going to the Super Bowl. And Shanahan
If you
with,
own
with
the
all
team,
his
man, there's hope, man.
injuries and
Let's hope if you don't do something stupid.
Yeah. Crazy. All right. Let's get to the comments.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I think might be right this week. Let's see. I will tell you, they're still angry in Buffalo, but let me see. All right. We'll start with Jaya Mo 8831. Miss seeing CC on TV, man. Hold on. Sorry about that. Dropping knowledge on these casuals, blaming the refs for Buffalo losing. Appreciate you, brother. Paul Bennett, K5F. Absolute best podcast ever. The Hall of Famer Chris Carter is always on point, and he is hilarious. The groceries metaphor gets me every time.
Got to check the groceries, man.
Wars, Jacob. Too many New Yorkers in Florida. Bringing that New York weather down here. LOL. Okay. MZROM. 2023 AFC Championship. Lamar ran for about 30 yards backwards, in circles, scrambling, and threw a deep touchdown pass to Flowers, like 25-yard touchdown on paper. He threw it 50-plus yards. Caleb's pass play was almost identical. Both were amazing.
No, amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Caleb has that kind of talent. I believe he's going to be on the Super Bowl one day.
Yeah. All right, but J-Man 3915. They spoke too soon about Bill's coach being fired. Yes, he was fired. And I think you thought he may not be fired.
Well, this is the thing. When Adam Schefter says, I'm totally surprised, and the owner comes up, has a press conference, and says that game cost him his job. Look, I'm
Surprised.
He had turned everything. What McDermott had done is the Penn State version of the NFL.
Mm.
Penn State was a doormat. Like, they were lost. They get James Franklin. 10-win seasons, bowl games, national championship expectation. They have a bad 2-game stretch. They fire him after all but all the expectations were his. Sean McDermott, do y'all forget where y'all were? The 17 years before he got there? And then now you're like, okay. And a lot of that was not only how they lost the game, it's Mike Vrabel is in New England now.
Right.
So we're going to have to up our game. So they didn't believe that he could do that. And him and the general manager fell out about the roster.
Hey.
The general manager thought that the roster was championship, and Sean McDermott said it's not championship.
You had me at Adam Schefter. He didn't know. If he didn't know in the NFL, and nobody knows. As far as news,
No.
he didn't know.
Adam
If he was surprised.
Adam Schefter told me it was going to be sunshine. So guess what?
Yeah.
I had a short sleeve on and shorts.
Can't be mad, dude.
No.
He's a good
No.
It's a good guy to follow.
If he would have told me it might sprinkle today, I would have had on a coat because I know he say sprinkle, it could be a damn tornado. Okay.
That is true. Chase Nichols, 260. Broncos got the better team, the better weapons, the better defense, the better coach. All the Bills got is better quarterback. Hence the reason why the Broncos were favored to win, which I thought the Bills coming in were actually favored to win, but okay. All right.
Yeah, the Bills' defense is not championship caliber. So, yes, the Broncos did have a better team. Yes, better roster. Yes. Not a better quarterback.
Christina Fontaine, 3211. I saw a video of Mike Tomlin at his daughter's gymnastics meet a few days ago. He looked so relaxed and 10 years younger than he did the last game. Maybe he's done with coaching. You said we wouldn't hear from him for a couple of years. Think Mike Tomlin's done with coaching?
1 year.
1 year he'll be in.
Reshuffle the deck.
Got it. He'll be back.
I guarantee you he has had a dozen conversations about coaching in college and pro. Mike Tomlin, listen, if Mike Tomlin is on the sideline, you better hold on to your job.
Mm-hmm. Because, yeah, it could be up.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. The District, G8I. Best podcast out there. Love Chris and Sean. Chris, respect you, but hard disagree.
Okay.
Flores torched his head coach chances with that 2022 lawsuit against the Broncos, Giants, and Texans. He's suing the NFL. No owners touching him. Thoughts?
No, you might be right about that. But my argument was that he's competent enough to lead your team. If these guys decide to do that, that's not based on his talent. So you're actually agreeing with me. You're just putting the evidence. I knew about the lawsuits. That's not new information. But that shouldn't prevent him from being – there's only 32 of these jobs. There are not 32 people capable of coaching NFL teams right now. Now, there might be. The guys get ready, but they're not right now with these 10 openings in this last –
in the league. He's just not a head coach, but he is coaching for an owner.
And doing an amazing job.
Right. What I'm saying, he is coaching.
You know, so now it matters. Okay, I'm going to let him run the defense. I'm going to let him be the face. He's still very young. So, yes, NFL owners could cahoot and keep him out of a job. But ultimately, you're going to run out of candidates.
Right.
So now you're going to hire someone with less talent than him. That, to me, is idiotic.
Silver_79, CC. With McDermott and Harbaugh, who are both proven commodities, being fired, essentially for their quarterback's bad performance, how long do you think Josh and Lamar have before they are both on the clock if they don't improve?
If their defense would have improved, both of them would have already won a Super Bowl.
Correct.
Like, you look at their defenses, and Lamar, Zay Flowers, the tight end, they have taken turns breaking Lamar's heart, dropping the ball, going into the end zone. So, no, Lamar's getting ready to get a contract extension. Did you listen to the press conference last week of Bisciotti, the owner? I called Lamar and told Lamar we need to extend your contract.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Mm-hmm.
Josh, you think Josh, people are looking to get rid of Josh? This is the only time Josh played bad in one of these games. No. Buffalo got a new stadium. Who you think going to fill them seats?
Mm-hmm.
So Josh Allen is going to be there. So, no, neither one, bro. Neither one.
Jake the Third, 584. If y'all watched the game, the wide receivers were not the problem during Denver. Given up, the Bills' defense doesn't give it proper context. Trying to read this. Also to blame the defense after the offense gave them 5 extra possessions is crazy. The defense also gave Josh a chance to win the game in OT, and he didn't do it. Josh definitely lost the game, and he knows it.
Yeah, Josh didn't play well.
Yeah, he said.
Even on the interception, that ball was underthrown.
Correct.
Like, Brandon Cooks can fly. I mean, he got wheels. Like, you don't underthrow a flyer. You underthrow a 50-50 guy, a 4-6 guy. Like myself, you underthrow them. You don't underthrow Brandon Cooks, okay? And for Brandon Cooks to be a receiver and to think that he had caught that ball, that's stupid.
Correct.
Like, check out all the rules. Check out all the video. He never had possession of the ball. And I wouldn't do any more interviews trying to tell people I had the ball.
Well, that's what Patrick Kendall, 8259. Looks like Cooks caught the ball to me, and he went to the ground with a knee. Then the defender got his arms around the ball and tugged it loose. Defender never had possession until after Cooks' knee hit and his head hit. Plus, Denver matched up poorly with Buffalo. They needed a 5-1 turnover battle to win in overtime. Buffalo dominated, even with all those turnovers, and Denver getting extra possession in overtime.
Timeout.
Yeah.
In the process, when the quarterback throws the football, all right, when the ball leaves the tip of his finger, possession of the ball is being transferred.
Correct.
The ball's in the air. No one has possession of that ball. All right? It hit Brandon Cooks' hands. Right. He started to go down to the ground. When you go to the ground, all the rules change. So now, not only do I have to catch the ball and make some type of move, I have to survive the ground. People get this mixed up that, oh, when I'm going to catch the ball, oh, now I'm down by contact. No, you have to survive that contact on the ground and with that defender, which he never did. So this is very simple. He was like, they need to take more time to review. Brandon Cooks even said that on NFL Network. You sound like a fool. Well, at least take more time to review it. We knew it wasn't a catch. I was on the committee the last time when we had the rule change. Roger Goodell, Troy Vincent, Bill Cowher, Tim Brown, a bunch of other former players, coaches, administrators. How do we change and make this simpler? Catch or no catch? I was on the committee. We had video of plays just like that. It was no problem. Catch, no catch. No catch. Move to the next one.
Correct.
So I know people are hurt, but that wasn't a catch.
Dude, it's like there are more comments you can imagine. Okay. How about Black Thought 6133? Plain and simple. That DB hit the weight room harder than the weak wide receiver. He bullied him, took the ball away from the receiver, and Josh Allen is a goofy to fumble that ball. Give
Buffalo fans, if Brandon Cooks had held on to the ball and the DB, when he grabbed the ball and then they rolled over, it had dual possession. Dual possession goes to the offense. But you have to survive the ground to make it dual possession. He never even got possession of the football. Does that make sense what I'm saying?
It makes perfect sense what you're saying. And it made perfect sense that day. And but to your point, with him continuing to talk about the fact that he caught the ball, I'm confused. I didn't play in the NFL. All right, Sabrina McDougal. We're gonna end with Sabrina McDougal D5815. The Bills lost because the NFL is scripted.
You're right. Why didn't I win a Super Bowl, though? They like me. Why didn't I get a Super Bowl if it's scripted? Why didn't I get in there?
Maybe it was scripted, dude. You got to ask the writers. I don't know.
Devontae Adams. You see him last night? You see them crying?
Yeah. He's getting ready, I think, to win a Super Bowl.
You see big Deion Dawkins the week before that? Big left tackle for the Buffalo. See him crying?
Yeah. You
think they know it's scripted?
Well, nobody told them, I guess.
No one told me.
Nobody told them.
No one told me either.
You can't make this stuff up. Yep. Like they said, you can't make this shit up. So, hey, on that note, we're excited about the upcoming Super Bowl. It's been one hell of an NFL season, and I'm sure that it will not let us down. So he is Chris Carter. Obviously, I'm Sean Mike. Thanks for joining us. Please, we'll see you next week. Like, subscribe, share. We need more people to hear from this guy and the things that he is saying because you don't hear it anywhere else. So appreciate y'all.